There are many places where you can retire and live comfortably with English as the main language that you may have never even considered. In some of them, you could spend less each month than you currently spend on rent alone back home. So let's take a look at 10 of the best English-speaking retirement destinations that offer great value for your money. Number 1 is Belize. And hear me out. Belize is the only country in Central America where English is the official language. Not a secondary language, not a tourist-friendly language, the actual official national language. And the cost of living there, especially outside of the touristy areas, is genuinely low. You can find a decent one-bedroom place in a town like San Ignacio for well under $1,000 a month, and that often includes your utilities. Also, a quick disclaimer that money-related numbers that I mention are not guarantees, but they just show you what is possible. Continuing with Belize, the country has a special retiree program called the Qualified Retired Persons Program, which gives you serious benefits if you meet the income requirements. You can get benefits like paying less tax on personal items you bring in, and no tax on money you earn from another country. The weather is warm year-round, the nature is incredible, and the locals are friendly and easy to communicate with. If you like being near the ocean or jungle without feeling isolated by a language gap, Belize is genuinely hard to beat. Number 2 is Malaysia. And technically, English is not the official language of Malaysia. But here's the reality. English is so widely spoken across the country, especially in cities like Kuala Lumpur, Penang, and Johor Bahru, that most retirees live there for years without ever needing to learn Malay. The country has a long-running retirement visa program called Malaysia My Second Home, which is designed specifically to attract foreign retirees. And Kuala Lumpur is actually one of the most affordable capital cities in all of Asia. The value for money is excellent, especially when it comes to food. You can live a genuinely comfortable life there, with good public transport, modern healthcare, excellent food options, and a warm climate all year. The internet is fast, the infrastructure is solid, and the international community is large enough that you will always find your people. For the quality of life you get, the monthly costs are hard to match anywhere else in Asia. Number 3 is the Philippines. The Philippines has over 7,000 islands. English is an official language alongside Filipino, and the cost of living is remarkably low. A retired couple can live comfortably in many areas for somewhere around $1,500 to $2,000 a month, and in some smaller cities or towns, significantly less than that. The country has a specific retirement visa program through the Philippine Retirement Authority called the Special Resident Retiree Visa, which gives you permanent residency status and comes with some solid benefits. Healthcare costs are a fraction of what you would pay in Western countries. The culture is warm and welcoming toward foreigners, and with English spoken so widely, day-to-day life is easy to navigate. Number 4 is South Africa. Now this one might surprise you, but it absolutely deserves a spot on this list. English is one of the official languages, and it is used across business, media, and education throughout the country. South Africa is an incredible place visually, with mountains, coastlines, wildlife, and cities that have real character. The cost of living, especially outside of Cape Town, can be very favorable if you are bringing in a foreign pension or retirement income in dollars, euros, or pounds. Places like Nesna, George, or even smaller coastal towns offer a high quality of life at a low price. The one thing to be honest about here is that safety in certain areas requires awareness and smart choices about where you live. But if you do your research and pick the right neighborhood or gated community, South Africa offers a lifestyle that genuinely punches above its weight relative to what it costs. Number 5 is Namibia. And the fact is that most retirement lists skip Namibia completely. It is a mistake, because English is the official language. The country is politically stable. The landscapes are some of the most dramatic on the entire planet, and the cost of living is lower than in most Western countries. Windhoek, the capital, is a clean and organized city with decent infrastructure and a relatively low crime rate compared to some of its neighbors. So, if you want wide-open spaces, genuine wildlife experiences, and a quiet retirement far from the tourist crowds, Namibia is worth putting seriously on your radar. It is not the right fit for every single person, but if you want something different and peaceful, it is a hidden gem on this list. Number 6 is Jamaica. Yes, Jamaica is absolutely an option for budget retirement and not just a vacation destination. English is the official language. The climate is beautiful all year. And if you are willing to move away from the main tourist hotspots, the cost of living becomes very manageable. Areas like Mandeville or the hills outside Kingston are known for having a more local, less inflated pricing structure compared to the resort towns. Jamaica also has a retirement program that offers certain tax advantages for qualifying foreign retirees. And if you care about eating well, fresh local fruits and vegetables are everywhere, which is ideal for someone like me, who has to stay in shape all year round. The culture is vibrant, the overall vibe is great, and if you value music, warmth, community energy, and outdoor living, Jamaica has a lot going for it. Number 7 is Botswana, another African country that has to be mentioned. English is the official language of Botswana. The country is one of the most politically stable in Africa, and it has a relatively strong economy for the region. The cost of living is moderate but very manageable on a retirement budget, especially in smaller towns outside the capital of Gaborone. The wildlife is world-class, with access to places like the Okavango Delta and Chobe National Park, and the nature will definitely not disappoint you. It is that kind of nature you usually only see in wildlife documentaries, which is hard to find in other places of the world. Number 8 is Panama. Although Spanish is the official language there, English is incredibly widely spoken, especially in Panama City and in the Bocas del Toro region where many retirees have settled. I can say that Panama has one of the best retirement systems in the world, and I actually know a few entrepreneurs who chose to move there because of the lifestyle and business opportunities. The famous Pensionado program gives retirees discounts on healthcare, transportation, hotels, restaurants, and more, making an already affordable lifestyle even more affordable. Panama uses the US dollar as its currency, which removes any exchange rate stress completely and makes budgeting simple if you are earning in dollars. The country has first-world infrastructure in many areas, fast internet, solid healthcare options, and a tropical climate that is easy to love. English is genuinely functional there for daily life, and the retirement community is large enough that you will never feel isolated. Number 9 is Malta. This one is for you if Europe is calling your name. Malta is a tiny island nation in the Mediterranean Sea, and English is one of its 2 official languages alongside Maltese. That means you get the European lifestyle, the Mediterranean weather, the incredible food, the history, the architecture, and easy travel access to the rest of Europe, all in a place where you can communicate fully in English from day one. Malta has a retirement residency program for non-EU nationals and a separate one for EU citizens. The cost of living is lower than most Western European countries, and while it is not as cheap as Southeast Asia, it offers extraordinary value for what you actually get. And number 10 is Georgia. English is not Georgia's official language, but it is increasingly spoken, especially in Tbilisi, and the retirement community there has grown significantly in recent years. The reason Georgia makes this list is simple. The cost of living is extraordinarily low. The country has a very liberal visa and tax policy for foreigners. Healthcare costs are low, and the quality of food, wine, and culture is genuinely world-class for the price. You can rent a good apartment in Tbilisi for a few $100s a month. The internet is fast. The food culture is rich and delicious. And the scenery, from the mountains to the old towns to the vineyards, is stunning. So if you do not need English everywhere, Georgia can be a great choice. And honestly, very few places on earth give you this much for this little. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe, join the Ultimate Budget Squad, and become part of a community looking for smarter ways to live well without spending a fortune. Flex hard, spend smart.